What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Free coming at you guys. What's up to the people? Let them know who you guys are.
Dub. What it do, K-Dub?
Give them an introduction of who you guys are and where you from, starting with you.
I'm K-Dub from the Blood Cousins, you feel me? I'm from east side of Los Angeles, you feel me? Like Central and Hooper area over that way.
All right, and where are you from?
I'm Dope from the Blood Cousins. I'm from Marbury and Rosecrans. They know where that's at.
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you guys been rapping?
Shit, I've been rapping for a minute, man. I've been rapping since I was like a young nigga. Feel me? Like 8 years old. Real shit, I've been in the studio.
How did you get introduced to rapping and being familiar with the sound and all that?
I got introduced to music because my pops and like Easy E was like best friends growing up, you feel me? So I seen that music shit at an early age. Pops had a studio in the house. It ain't like I ever used it, but I was just around that type of shit. So I was always just like amused by that shit. I always knew I was gonna be somewhere in the music just by seeing that, you feel me? Like I knew if E was still here, you feel me? A whole lot of shit would be different, you feel me? Like E and my pops was real close. So I feel like when E passed away, you feel me? That fucked up a lot of shit that what could have been like more easier for us to get, you feel me, through this rap shit, but we just gonna have to take our own route to get, you feel me, get to where we gotta get anyway, but I always knew I was gonna do this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And what about for you? How did you get introduced to the rapping and all that?
I started rapping. I lucky started rapping in jail. When I was in jail, I started rapping. When I got out, I was like bought a whole studio when I got out of jail. Like immediately, as soon as I got out, like I'm finna try this shit. Fuck it.
So how old were you when you went to jail? And
I was like, when I got out, I was like 21, 22, some shit like that, like 21.
And what was it that brought you to that lifestyle so early in your life? Because 20 or 21 is pretty early to start.
Yeah, I always been into music and entertainment and shit, like performing and shit, period. And then like before I actually started rapping, I used to just like get high with the homies and be fucking around freestyling and shit. Niggas used to be telling me like, bro, you should rap like. But shit niggas be rapping about, like, they rapping about you. You should do this shit. So when I was in jail, that shit, I was just sitting on that shit. And I tried it.
So prior to you going to jail, okay, so prior to both of you guys starting the rapping and all that, you guys, where did you guys grow up to outside of before you started making music? Where did you guys grow up?
In Compton, Long Beach.
Okay,
I went to school in Long Beach.
Los Angeles.
Okay, so when you started making music, where are you guys at?
In Compton.
Okay. So when did you guys come to Lancaster and start doing shit out here?
I came to Lancaster like after I had like my second kid. I came out here. Shit, it was cheap. The rent was cheap as a motherfucker. 3-bedroom was like 1,100. What? Out of here. That's really why I came out here.
Okay, and for you,
I moved.
What it was like for you coming out here?
My mom's moved me down here like at an early age. You feel me? Like she seen like where that shit was gonna end up, you feel me, with the gangs and all that extra shit. So she tried to pull me away from that shit. So she moved me out to Lancaster at an early age. But I still like, you feel me, all the family I had was down in the city. So I was still 50% where I out in Lancaster, 50% down there in LA. Cause shit, when she was at work or whatever, I was down there with my grandma, you feel me? Grandma really raised me, so.
Around what age was that?
What age was that? That was like, what's that, like 3rd grade?
Okay.
3rd grade.
All right, and what about for you? When you that was 3rd grade when you came to Lancaster?
Yeah, I think I went to
and what about you?
Grade.
What age was it when you came to Lancaster?
I was like, like 24.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are blood cousins.
Yeah.
When did you guys meet in the middle? And was it out here in Lancaster? Or was it outside of here?
Yeah, it was in Lancaster when we decided to start doing music together.
Yeah.
We both were doing music prior to that, but we never did music together. So once we got together, that's when we created the Blood Cousin shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and how did that come about?
Shit, this nigga was at my house and I had a verse for a song that 2 Chainz, what that song 2 Chainz did, Crack. That Crack song by 2 Chainz, we did like some mixtape shit I already had a verse to it. I'm like, bro, I already got this shit done, bro. Just jump on this shit. Let's see how it go. He jumped on that shit. That shit went crazy. So after that, we just started just, like, the chemistry was just there. So we just started doing music together after that. This nigga, I didn't even know, like, you feel me, before we linked back up that this nigga was banging Bloods, you feel me? So, like, I didn't know my cousin was gang banging at all. Like, all I knew was this my little cousin, you feel me? So, after we linked back up.
So you're older than him?
Yeah, by like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I linked back up, I'm like, that's wild though. But at the same token, that's why we named this shit the Blood Cousin, because we ain't finna let nothing stop us from being, you feel me, as tight as we was, you feel me? We wasn't able to grow up with each other because we related through our daddies, but raised by our mama, you feel me? So when we linked up and we got this, when we started rapping and got this music shit going together, we're like, nigga, we're gonna be called the Blood Cousin, nigga, like we real blood cousins, and this nigga a blood and I'm a Crip, nigga, so we just gonna put that shit together. So we copyrighted the name, got it trademarked, and you feel me, started pushing music after that.
You guys decide from the beginning that you were gonna make it about other artists, or did you decide that you guys from the beginning were gonna make it about you guys? Because you both rap.
Yeah, at first it was just about us. We didn't even see the shit being that big, really. I didn't. Yeah. Really, I thought of it just like as just me and him just doing some rap shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you guys incorporate other people in it?
That was around 2017, like I said, when we made this a label. Like, we started seeing artists that we wanted to invest in, like, put our career and what we learned, you feel me, like, put our career to the background and use the plugs and connections that we got and, like, put that shit in other artists. Like, on some not be selfish type shit, you feel me, put the younger generation on type shit. And so, we seen some younger artists, you feel me, that was really, like, popping, and so we started investing into them.
Okay.
When I got out, like, I was on the run for 10 years before I got locked up, you feel me, like, on some shit. But when I got out of jail, did that little time, I took this shit, like, I got my name back. I ain't running from nobody. I ain't hiding from nobody. Ain't nothing holding a nigga back. Like, let's take this shit full drive. Let's be 100% serious about this shit. Let's get it. So, every dollar a nigga had making out this studio shit, start putting this shit back into the artist. Start putting this shit back into the artist and signed Scotty P's. And then that nigga started going crazy, Lil Scotty P's. That nigga started going crazy.
Shout out Lil Scotty.
Shout out Lil Scotty.
Shout out to him. I interviewed him. Y'all make sure I run that the fuck up.
You feel me? Shout out Scotty P's. Shout out Ra Ra. Shout out Face the Mulberry Child. You feel me? Shout out Cinco. Shout out Jizzle. All my niggas.
Shout out the Hood Prodigy.
Shout out the Hood Prodigy. Shout out Money Moan, the head of this shit. You feel me? Like, that's the whole squad right there. Like,
shout out to the whole squad.
Shout out to the whole family, you feel me? Matter of fact, we got that album out too. The family, we just dropped that motherfucker. Go get
everybody
that.
We just named on that motherfucker.
All our artists on that motherfucker, we did that shit. First, go holler at that, grab that, download that.
Run that up.
Did you get a chance to listen to that one?
I did.
Yeah. So
you fuck with it?
I did.
Yeah.
I like all the albums. I think that you guys' sound is really unique. You two particularly are really ratchet. Scotty P's is really ratchet too. I had a chance to hear Ra Ra record in the studio. He's pretty ratchet. But what I like about you guys are like real different than what your personalities would think you would be. As far as like, okay, cool, chill niggas, like, you know, your personalities would seem like that, but when you get to rapping, you're not that nice. And I love it. Nice? No.
I thought I was nice. I like to consider myself a nice dude.
Ratchet, mean, the whole nine. Love it.
Yeah, fuck it. It is what
real, like, you know. Where does the inspiration for that sound come from? For both of you guys.
Man, that should just be chemistry.
Yeah.
It really depends on the beat, really. Like, I feel like I could rap, like, my shit could be so versatile, my sound.
My inspiration comes from a lot of the shit that I see. going on.
Yeah, that's really what I rap about. You can hear it in my music. Like, it's
So
literally the same shit.
so what do you
Everything you hear in them songs, it didn't happen. I didn't seen it. One of the
You seen it somewhere growing up.
It happens. It's going on. Somewhere it's happening.
It's going on.
For sure.
So, as far as that goes, why do you guys feel like that's what you want to execute in the music versus something different?
I mean, it just that's what my reality is.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to put out. I can't put out the next person's reality. Everybody ain't gonna feel my music because that ain't everybody's reality. Everybody don't see that. Everybody don't feel that. But for the ones who do, they gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. And they gonna fuck with it. And them the ones who I'm talking to.
Yep. What about you?
Same way. Just feel the same motherfucking way. I'm gonna spit my shit for my crowd, the motherfuckers that's gonna digest this shit the right way. You feel me? I can't spit this shit for Taylor Swift fans.
Best out of a person, if they could really do what they do, then you gonna get the best. If I go in there trying to make a song to please however you feeling, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's gonna be some.
Who said that the wig wasn't sitting down all the way?
Just sitting up there, ain't even sold in.
Not even what?
Just sitting on your head, ain't even sold in.
Here's the thing.
Call that nigga she no bro.
Where?
Ain't no kin.
And they got no kin.
Who said that they got 3 ring Jordans on?
Oh, this.
Who said it? Because mine is retros. These the Jubilees.
Yeah,
no, that's
so
one.
who said
my boy
it?
talking about them 6 rings.
Why you don't got no retros? You got 6 rings? Boy, I don't even know what those 6 rings mean, but I know I don't got them.
You went to the mall, huh?
I don't know what I'm
You went to the mall. What Jordans you got in here?
You went to
Like,
the mall, yeah.
where
Which ones y'all got left?
that inspiration come from? Because you guys don't strike me
That's
as
reality.
like, you guys don't strike me as like super conceited niggas, like hella like extra out niggas.
Nah.
But where does
But
like
you're not gonna catch me in no 6 rings.
okay.
Yeah, that's just wild.
Look, yeah, that's just wild. As men with careers, prestige, money, what do you guys want out of women?
Loyalty and honesty, some loving. You know,
I want some head every day.
some head. I said loving, but some head.
I need some head.
But do you guys have a problem with the whole thing where niggas are saying and females are saying like females are using certain niggas for certain shit and things like that?
I mean, that's how the world works. You got to use people for certain things. That's part of the world.
So you don't have a problem with giving someone that you fuck with everything that she wants?
Oh hell, no. You ask my girl, she get everything in the world.
She got everything. Name it, she got it. Rolexes, watches, all that shit.
Everything.
Okay.
All the nice bags and shit.
But
and
she
shit.
might not get the time she want.
That's
she
what. That's the only thing
else.
she probably don't get as much time as she be wanting from me. But material.
Is
shit,
it because the
shit.
streets are calling you, or
because I gotta get this shit that we need. We got kids and wants.
So where do you guys want to go with the industry and like as far as the label and all that goes?
I want my label.
Artists, where do you guys want to go?
I want this label to be like big, like as big as I see it in my little head.
Yeah, this label is gonna be big. Like West Coast Cash Money, West Coast No Limit,
Bad Boy,
West Coast Bad
shit.
Boy. You feel me?
Yeah. You heard
and
it.
what do you guys think it's gonna take to get to that status?
Hard work, dedication,
loyalty,
a couple of bumps and bruises. You feel me? Learn a few lessons, but just pretty much not quitting. I think that's the only thing it's really gonna take. It's gonna happen for us. We just can't quit. We just got to keep going and pushing towards this shit. Yeah. Keep this shit locked in real tight the way we know we supposed to. Just keep
how
rocking.
do you guys like conduct what artists you're gonna have signed to the label and all that? How did you guys pick Little Scott EPs? Shout out to him because I interviewed him. How did you pick the other artists that you guys have signed to the label? How do you guys decide what you're going to do as far as that?
Like as far as Scotty, we went, the city that we stayed in Lancaster, they was having like a little show with all the local artists and shit, and they didn't invite me and my cousin. So we really went up there like, why they hating? We finna see what the fuck going on. Why the fuck we ain't involved?
Look, he messy.
On the real, that's why we went. On the real. So we went to that shit, and we seen this nigga Scotty. Scotty wound up winning the competition. He turned that bitch up. It was a lot of people in that motherfucker. He had everybody in that bitch rocking. He had me rocking. That motherfucker was going crazy. So afterwards, we hollered at him, got his contacts and shit, and just kept in touch from there until we even built a little relationship and made it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't even plan on signing nobody though, but when we seen the way he was rocking, we seen a little vision right then, like it could happen, it could work.
And at this time, were you guys still making your own music as a collective?
Yeah,
you guys
like I said,
right?
we went to that show to see why the fuck they didn't include us.
Oh, the Blood Cousins.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's what we really was there for. We wasn't there to support
To be
nobody.
nosy.
Yeah, we was
To be nosy.
Yeah, really. Yeah, show our little muscle a little bit.
Okay. So when you went there, you ended up finding a diamond in the rough. So as far as the other artists go, how did you come about those? And what does it take to be a part of the Blood Cousins? Is it more than just views, you know, publicity, all that? What is it that a supporter
like with us, we building a label, so it ain't like we out here, we don't got no universal money or no, feel me, empire check and no shit like that. So we really building. So motherfuckers who fucking with us gotta be willing to build with us, you feel me? Like we could do certain things for you, but we can't like just put you directly in position. You gotta work too.
Right, exactly.
So as long as you're willing to work with us and build with us and we got that type of family relationship, then we can make sure.
But how do you decide? Because I understand what you got going on. You have an independent situation going on.
Right.
But with that being said, you have to decide what particular artists that you're gonna work with. How do you decide which ones?
Well,
you
look,
choose
we got
to
a studio.
work
We got a studio, so we deal with a lot of people already because we got our own studio running.
So you kind of fill out who you work with.
So a lot of people come through the studio. We allow damn near anybody to come through and work, but certain motherfuckers we take more heed to than others. You feel me?
Okay, got
Face. We got Scotty P's. Y'all know him. We got Who Was Rah Rah. We got Petey. We got the Hood Prodigy. We got Money Moan. That's our producer engineer. And me and Dub.
Okay.
That's all our artists we got.
Okay. So out of everybody that you guys have, who would you say is the one that's kind of the most
got the momentum right now?
Yes.
Scotty. Scotty got the momentum right now.
What do you guys have out as far as up to date goes?
The family. We just dropped that with all them artists I just named. We all got a joint album together.
Okay, so let the people know where
Oh,
they
that
can
motherfucker
find
got big features on it too. It got a feature by Sada Baby on that motherfucker. Got a feature with Wally the Sensei on that motherfucker. Got a feature with Paper Route Fizzle on that motherfucker. Got a feature with who else on that motherfucker?
I'm on that motherfucker. Face on that motherfucker.
Yeah, all that's on
Dub on that motherfucker. Scotty on that motherfucker.
Yeah, we got shit.
Rah on that motherfucker. Petey on that motherfucker. Jizz on that motherfucker. The Prodigy on there.
Yeah, Prodigy on there.
Like,
we got
we
shit.
all over that bitch.
Jakai on that motherfucker.
Jakai on that bitch.
Yeah, we got shit.
Okay, so when did that drop and where can they find it?
We dropped that shit, I think in like
Excuse me.
the end of March.
I be dying sometimes.
The end of March we dropped
Me
that shit.
too.
We dropped that album the end of March. It's on all platforms. You get that motherfucker wherever you listen to music. Wherever you listen to fucking music. Put that shit up.
Okay,
YouTube,
so
if you want to go to YouTube,
all streaming
YouTube,
platforms, that's
all
on there. It's
streaming
called The
platforms.
Family.
Yeah.
We finna get ready to drop another shit though. We gonna drop some shit called 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Me and him gonna do some shit. We're gonna do another project
Like,
together.
what is
call it
that?
7-Eleven.
What's the inspiration behind that? Like the gas station?
Nah, we might use their logo or something for the album.
Yeah,
Some shit
Oh,
like
but
that.
it means like the hours.
Yeah.
Nah, the 7-Eleven is like his neighborhood. His block is the 7. My block is the 11. So
Yeah.
we're gonna just put it together and
See, this is shit we need to talk about because
Yeah,
we
that's how
don't
we gonna do
know.
it.
We don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
Yeah.
So this is all in LA, right? Correct. So
Bompton,
you're
LA.
from
About that.
Yeah.
Bompton, and where are you from?
LA.
Okay. So yeah, this is the shit that we want to know because this is the shit that we're not familiar with on the vlog as far as the 7 and the 11. I'm thinking y'all talking about Good
the
night.
store and all that
What?
type of shit. Nah,
Yeah,
see,
that's what I'm thinking
that's
about.
what's gonna be. It's clever. You feel me?
Exactly,
It's clever. It's gonna be real
exactly.
clever. Go to our YouTube page. We got a lot of videos on that motherfucker.
Is it Blood Cousins?
Yes.
Spell
All
it out.
Z's. BLOODCUZZINZ. All Z's.
Yep.
Blood Cousins.
Okay.
The name of it, Blood Cousins, like
man.
this shit. I know this shit is so relatable for everybody on our side of California. Like everybody down there either a blood or a Crip, right? Yeah. So even if you one of them, you for sure got a cousin who the other one. Everybody. That's just how it go. Yeah. And you ain't gotta let the bullshit stop you from doing bigger shit, especially with your family. So.
Nigga stand up as a man before all that gangbanging shit though. Nigga don't really glorify that shit. I wish a nigga didn't. I wish a nigga taught me what I know now at a younger age, you feel me? Like, I really do not glorify this gangbanging shit, especially what the shit turned out to be now, you feel me? Like, niggas ain't really sticking to the code of what the fuck this shit's supposed to be. Like, certain niggas can snitch on other niggas and they don't get, you feel me? They, oh no, this nigga older nigga, he can tell nigga, nah, like, if you just signed up for this shit, you gonna keep it as what it is, you feel me? But that shit so watered down, it's like I said, I never had my kids in this shit, you feel me?
Right.
So, and people that do, like, you see, it's only two directions this gangbanging shit gonna take you, like, to the penitentiary or to the graveyard. That's the only place that shit gonna end up, so, like, motherfuckers that wanna teach motherfuckers to gangbang, that's what you leading them to. I wouldn't do that shit to my kids, so I wouldn't do that shit to nobody else. Like, this is cycle like a nigga really needs to break, you feel me? Real shit. Like I was talking to my cousin the other day, like, Tookie, Williams, you feel me? Raymond, them niggas, they made this shit up. Them niggas was born in the 50s, like, you feel me? So hung up on this gangbanging shit, you feel me? Like, and this shit was something that wasn't created that long ago, you feel me? Like, we ain't got nothing else to motherfucking, like, be a part of, so we want to be a part of this shit so bad. Like, I don't know, it's like more toxic than helpful, you feel me? So shit that's gonna be toxic gonna go a long way, but we need to break that shit, you feel me? Like, niggas not fucking with a nigga for a simple fact that that nigga live over there, you feel me? Like, that nigga live over there, so we don't fuck with that nigga, you don't fuck with them. Like, I had niggas that moved to my hood that was from over there. We didn't fuck with that nigga at first, but now the nigga moved over here, put the nigga on the hood, now we fuck with him. Like, you feel me? Like, the same nigga that used to live over there, though.
Right, but because he came over here now, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's a whole different ballgame.
So for you started to realize later that it didn't really even matter as serious as certain things. It was just what people said was gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Growing up young in the gang culture and then as an adult coming into it, what was it for you like?
Yeah, like you said, it was some shit I grew up in, some shit I like just like fell into kind of because of where my family from or whatever, like how we grew up. But yeah, as I got older, I started to see certain shit like, damn, we really don't fuck with niggas because they stay right there. But that shit, that's the way shit is. It's fucked up. That shit fucked up, but that's the way the fuck, that's, I don't know, it's crazy. That shit, I don't know how the fuck they managed to pull that off. But they did. That shit
winning, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how shit goes.
Right.
They winning. They beating us. We only got two way. Like I said, there's only two options out of that. You feel me?
If
Prison.
you both could go back in time and look at it,
I never do nothing I did. I had to do over. But like I said, we got these younger generations that's up to bat right now. Stop teaching your kids to want to be the toughest nigga, bro, because you wasn't the toughest nigga. You feel me? Like, you landing these niggas in graveyards. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't change none of the shit I did, but I wouldn't recommend somebody else to do that shit. Like I said, I got shot when I was a kid. 15 years old, that's a kid still. Like,
oh, for facts.
Yeah, you feel me?
That shit ain't. Yeah, I got kids. Me and my son 15 years apart, so he at that age now to where I see how my mom used to feel. You feel me?
Right. When did you guys both feel like you guys came to that age where you guys decided that, you know, I'm gonna get more into the music, the money, the shit that
I
matters
feel like
versus the
always,
streets.
I feel like I always been like that. You feel me? Like I told you, even with gangbanging, like I got off into that shit because I got shot at first. You
Right.
feel me? Like that's when I really went hard in gangbanging.
And what about for you?
Shit, for me, once you get a certain age, shit, that tough shit, that's the landlord don't accept that shit. He needs some money.
Not the landlord.
Yeah, for real. You can't
Rent, adult
them
shit.
Diapers
You
and
feel
all
me?
that type of shit. You start and shit. To tell the truth, once you start being worried about taking care of you and your people, you really ain't got too much more time on your hands. That
Right.
shit is a full time. If you're doing it right, it's full time.
Right.
So
So, okay, cool. I definitely wanted to get a background of you guys' life and everything you guys have been through to show a example of why you guys are the way you are and how you guys move as far as the Blood Cousins establishment, label, record label, management company, the whole 9 yards that you guys got going on with the artists. You are a Crip, you are a Blood. I think it's unique that you guys as cousins come together as one to bring different niggas that might be Bloods, Crips, whatever the fuck everybody is, and you guys' record label as a unity type of thing to come to one common denominator, and that's feed the streets, feed the music, and get the money. And that's all that fucking matters. Don't nobody want nothing else. We want to get good music, good content.
Get the money.
You feel me? Get the money. So I definitely wanted to channel you guys' backgrounds of where you guys came from, the difference in it, and show why you guys meet in the middle. Because you guys are family, but not everybody that's family members that are gang members of opposite sides do meet in the middle. So I think that's good that you guys gave a back to have any music videos, any features, any merchandise shows, anything coming up with them as far as the label goes.
Can I show them the back
Or
of my
anything
shit?
else. Yeah, show them everything you want to show.
Oh look.
That's that Eye for an Eye. That's your
Come a
favorite
look.
album right there.
Yeah, I love it. It's
That's the
ratchet.
Eye for an Eye.
Y'all have
Go
to
get
stream.
it.
That is the Eye for an Eye album
Yes, ma'am.
t-shirt. All right,
We got
cool.
the hoodies. We got a store in Lancaster. We got a whole store
Oh, okay, cool.
on Lancaster Boulevard.
Yeah.
So
That's
if you ever,
fancy because it's fancy out there. I was out there.
yeah, it's nice
so
out
a
there.
lot of
You
white
gotta
people
be.
out there. They're fancy. If they
They
got
let
it
us
out there.
in. They let
Need
us.
y'all to just keep a lookout for all my
We
artists,
didn't-
everything we dropping. Y'all just gotta keep in tune. You feel me? We gonna keep y'all entertained. We got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah, we got big shit coming, man. We fucking the next Baby and Slim out this motherfucker for sure. Tell me I'm lying.
For real.
I believe it.
All right.
Look, I'm not. I believe it.
For real.
They really
we
might
working
be.
like that.
They might be.
Yeah.
We working like that.
All
So
right.
ain't nothing you can't expect from us. Expect it all. Expect everything.
But tell them where to
Cousins.
find you.
You can
Man,
find me
man.
on IG. I'm Big Doe 11 underscore BC.
Find me on IG at 87dub EIGHT 7UMDUB.
Thank you guys so much for doing the interview. I appreciate you guys for taking time out of your studio session. Is there anything else you guys want to say? Shout out.
I want to shout out you. Appreciate you for having us.
Yeah, real
Taking
shit.
out your
thank
time
you.
to come pull up
Thank
on us.
you.
Thank you, Free. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Besides me. Oh.
That's a shout out the gang. Shout out the squad.
Is there anybody
Your
else you guys
family.
want to shout
Everybody,
out?
the whole label,
Money
BC.
Bone.
Shout out everybody. Y'all know who y'all is.